just something about Carolina blue that sets the tone for any matchup, and we are being doused in it right now in this light show to set the stage for this big clash. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Cardinals will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Burt. Finds his man in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Just keeps slinging it. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the Louisville Cardinals offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names.
Turning on the Jets. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Defense.
Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Right back to the well. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
trying to set up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Well, listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Coming out with it, it's Lawrence. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's got him. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And a decent game there before the defense makes a stop. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC. There he goes! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play.
Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here comes the offense on second down. Snap it to the back. Wide open spaces. At the 30. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Burt. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Lawrence. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those two turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure to do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different...
It's a seam wide open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Well, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That QB is absolutely going to buy all the hog mollies up front at steak dinner tonight. My goodness, when you have that much time in the pocket, I think I could be successful.
Oh, he's got some space. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, UNC! They take the lead with the 6. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lawrence. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Grab in the backfield. It's Coates. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
To the air. It's Burt. Got the quick pass. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking left. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. It's caught. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Tar Heels have moved it inside the 20. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Off the RPO, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a first and goal there. To the air, it's Burt. Looking for the goal line.